Ladies and gentlemen, when I sit down and look at President William Ruto when he speaks, I ask myself, how does he expect to win the 2027 general election with all the things that are happening in the country as we speak today? Well, I'm asking myself this question. On this particular video, I'm going to take you through on why this question is actually, it's not just in me, but in many other Kenyans who are probably wondering, what is this miracle that's going to happen in 2027? That is going to form the basis of this analysis here. But before I take you through, kindly if this is the first time you're watching my videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Why am I asking this question? How will President William Ruto expect to win the election? I have so many reasons I want to give here. Number one, it is the fact that William Ruto has lost his closest allies who made him the president back in 2022. Number one in the list, it is Rigathi Gachagua. When President William Ruto showed openly that him and President Uhuru Kenyatta are no longer in good terms, he focused on the mountain region. And in the mountain region, he had members of parliament who propelled his agenda in the mountain region. And among these members of parliament, there were two key figures that were always evident in most of the rallies. Number one, it is Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua was the deputy president that William Ruto impeached with his MPs. The second person was Ndindi Nyoro. Now William Ruto has lost the two key figures. What did Ndindi Nyoro do? Let me start with him. Ndindi Nyoro was speaking sense to Uhuru Kenyatta, speaking politics to Uhuru Kenyatta, was speaking the language of the people of the mountain. As a result, people saw him as a very smart man. And actually, eventually, people listened to him, and that's how William Ruto got the votes of the mountain region. Number two, when Uhuru Kenyatta had issues, the mouthpieces of President William Ruto were people like Ndindi Nyoro. Now, William Ruto has kicked him out of his docket, that of the Budget and Appropriation Committee chairperson. And actually, as we speak today, you can feel there's some antagonism between the two. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua. Being the deputy president here, he was very influential. But there's one key thing that touched me. When the rest of the candidates were moving across the country, Rigathi Gachagua was fixing the mountain to ensure that it is all aligned to President William Ruto. When other leaders, political leaders, tried to bring in a party to the mountain region, Rigathi Gachagua stopped it. When people wanted to introduce parties and even asked him, can we do this? But he said no to that, simply to give UDA the chances to dominate within the mountain region. And that's how William Ruto dominated the number of members of parliament he took to parliament. Apart from that, Rigathi Gachagua was considered a grassroots mobilizer. Someone who literally took his time to get to the ground. And as a result, we could see women in yellow, about 2,000 of them. We could see people singing William Ruto's name all over. We could see songs being composed for President William Ruto. We could see the ground hostile for anti-William Ruto. And as a result, William Ruto became the president with over 47% of the votes in 2022. All the 47 from the mountain region. In that, out of the 50 plus 1, 47 were from the mountain. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto has lost to the two gentlemen. And he expects to be president. Who is going to look for votes for him in the mountain region? Apart from that, William Ruto projected Ndindi Nyoro to be a potential presidential candidate back in 2023, and almost towards the start of 2024. People started moving around with him in Harambee where he was leading the team. Literally on a chopper, donating billions of money. We didn't know where he got the money from. But the fact is, when he was doing all this, William Ruto was aware. Rigathi Gachagua was actually personally agitated by this. So William Ruto projected Ndindi Nyoro to the rest of the country. And as we speak today, Ndindi Nyoro is known nationally. So even if he campaigns William Ruto, his message will be felt all over. Today I was sharing with Mama Mboga where I went to get some mboga. And I had a mention about Ndindi Nyoro, and I told myself, okay, it is that deep to the ground that even Ndindi Nyoro is known. Then I told myself that William Ruto lost someone. If he gets on the platform nationally, people will be able to recognize that is Ndindi Nyoro. Now he does not have him on his side. How does William Ruto expect to win the presidency in 2027? As we speak today, we have the middle class, people who are working, either working in the government or the private sector. These people, as we speak today, they are all anti-President William Ruto, together with the employers, because people are being cut money right, left, and center. 1.5% from the employer, 1.5% from the employee. Eventually realize that a lot of money is taken to housing levy, in addition to many other taxes that these people are paying. So they are agitated against President William Ruto, and they form about 4 million of them, because we are seeing 3 million are employed by private sector and 1 million with the private government. All these people do not want President William Ruto, either working in government or not. So if you don't have the middle class with you, and these are people who are conscious, they can wake up, vote, and vote seriously against you, who is going to vote for you come 2027? President William Ruto. The youths of Kenya form 75% of the Kenyan votes, the Kenyan population, And all these people are against President William Ruto right now as we speak. And President William Ruto knows that very well. If you can hear the Ruto must go chants all over the country, these are because youths hate President William Ruto. Then now William Ruto expects to go for presidency in 2027 with the entire youth population against him, cutting across all divides. How does President William Ruto expect to win the presidency coming 2022, 2027 if the youths are against him? Where is he going to get these votes from? Now, apart from just the youths in this country, okay, before I move on from the youths, remember the youths can never forget their experience with President William Ruto. People being killed simply for raising their voices against the bad regime, against high taxation, against corruption. William Ruto called them criminals. People were shot in the street. People died. People have been abducted. Anyway, apart from that, sorry about that, we also have another group of Mount Kenya population. The people who literally woke up in the morning and voted for President William Ruto. These people not only determine President William Ruto's presidency, but also go ahead to determine for any president in this country on how he gets to the presidency. They vote overwhelmingly. They have unique way they do things that makes them decide who becomes the president. And as we speak today, these people are against President William Ruto. Who is going to vote for President William Ruto? The mountain region, you cannot replace it with any other group. Why? They have a high spirit of voting which does not exist in any other part of this country. Their unity is beyond repair. It is seriously, it is intense. It cannot be, no tribe in this country can match their unity. Their organization, their mobilization, their registration of voting and other people, they are ahead. So if President William Ruto does not have these people, how does he expect to win the presidency? Please, let us engage ourselves on this conversation, and let me see on the comment section, you guys, what you think President William Ruto is having in mind. Because I keep on asking myself, does he expect to get votes from Kenyans or Ugandans? I don't know. Let me see on the comment section what you think, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Abel Mokua, and thank you so much for making me to 5,000 subscribers. As we head to 10,000, please be part of the journey. Thank you so much. God bless you.